All right. Let me know when.
When?
Fuck. All right. What is going on, Gorilla Gang? So today we are talking about a product that I'm going to be selling as time of recording. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to mimic my personal kit and sell it to you guys in ACU for astronomically cheaper. Now, it's not that I wouldn't love to sell you this exact kit. It's that A, it's expensive as fuck, and B, it's getting really hard to find. So if you guys have been watching the channel at all, I have been talking about belt kit just kind of like more and more and more and more, and it's kind of like escalating of how much I love belt kit. Now, unfortunately, if you guys have been watching a lot recently, the vast majority of my training has been a lot of snow. It's been a lot of snowshoeing. It's been a lot of cold and oof and and belt kit really just isn't preferable for the winter months. It's not preferable for, you know, the whole like pack light freeze at night type of thing. So the belt kit for me has kind of been shelved a little bit as of late, but that doesn't mean that I don't love it. That doesn't mean that I'm not still obsessed with belt kit. This is still my EDC, this bag specifically. So let's go over a little bit of my personal kit, and then I'm gonna go into a little bit of how I'm trying to mimic it to the best of my abilities. So this is the Camelback Mule. This is my personal kit. I've done a breakdown of this already. I have my IFAK here, 2 magazines here. I keep 5 rifle mags in this main central pocket, and this is kind of my sustainment, and this is a 3-liter pouch. I am obsessed with this bag. They're fairly expensive and getting hard to find because they're not currently in production. If I can find a way to reproduce these, I absolutely will, but that's not the point of this video. So I have on this belt, I have mixed the M81 FLC bottom belt section with the LBV-88. Beaver, we're still selling these, yes? We still have these in stock?
We still have several of those.
We still have the LBV-88s in stock, so if you want to bastardize this with this, technically you can. I really like the LBV-88s for the unnecessary amount of padding and the angles of the pouches. I have found, and now, you know, not combat, this is all LARPing, but trying to get at your magazines when they're angled like these are is wonderful. I love this setup. This is one of my favorite setups, and it is just unbelievably comfortable as well, if I could put it on correctly. I really like this setup. It's really easy to throw on. It's really easy to, I guess, have inside your vehicle, have, you know, staged inside your home. It's kind of like that gorilla kit that you can just throw on the Camelback over it. Now you have water, you have some level of sustainment, you have all of your magazines and all that ready to rock and roll, and you can just throw it on. Unlike a lot of chest rigs, you don't have to be like, oh, will someone please come buckle me? Mom, will you come help me and buckle my chest rig? I'm pathetic and I can't fix my own fucking kit. For that, I love belt kit because you can just throw it on and you're ready to rock and roll. All right, so on this, I have my US Army wool blanket, and then I have my Whoopee in a butt pack. I have found that, let's move over a little bit this way, the Swiss wools that I'm now selling are about the exact same size as the US Army wools. What's really cool about the Swiss wools in comparison to the US Army wools is that the Swiss wools are actually 100% wool, and these ones are about 40 to 60% because these have been reproduced so many times. They keep sending back the same wool, adding more crap to it, and trying to keep the same wool going. These ones are 100% wool, and for that I love them. Just kind of moving over this direction, I replicated my kit as close as I possibly could in ACU. So now this is not the preferable camo. This is not the Gucciest of the Gucci. This is not that clean, fresh, ooh, camouflage. This sucks. It does. The camouflage is ass. But that's why it's cheap. So because it's cheap, we can sell it cheap, and you can paint it, you can dye it, you can, I don't know, do other things. But it's very inexpensive, and it works. Now, one thing that I am really enjoying about this kit in comparison to the LBV-88s, because the LBV-88s, they do not have this, this inner webbing that the FLC has. So on the FLC, once again, we are now selling this bundle. This is going to be the Patrolman bundle, trying to copy my own personal kit as closely as I can. So on the inside, you have all of this mesh spacing right here that you can put your books, your land nav equipment. You can put all of your administrative crap. On the flip side, we have alcohol. You know, you can fit other things in here. Not that I'm recommending that you put alcohol in your kit, you know, but you can. So you can have a lot of your administrative stuff just on the inside, and that's really nice in my opinion. So with this kit, like the other one, you can just throw it on really quickly. Now you have it on you, now you're ready to rock and roll. So like that one, I have my Camelback Mule as the backpack that I'm running. Now, once again, this is not in any way, shape, or form the same, but it's close. So this is gonna come with it. You are going to have to get the actual bladder yourself, and then you're going to have to get the canteens and the magazines yourself. I can't include that, sorry. But what's really cool about that kit, and the same as this, is that you could load out your water carrying device, where if for whatever reason, God forbid, you're running and gunning and you have to ditch weight, you just can't hack it anymore, you need to be faster. Well, you can drop this entire kit and then only run that Camelback with just a little bit of sustainment and with just a couple of magazines, and you can at least keep moving. And that is something that I do genuinely like about belt kit and all of these types of kit in general, is that it's not a lot of weight. So you're moving, you are quick, you are efficient, you are the guerrilla warfighter, right? And what's really nice about both these kits is that it's a split rig. So I can easily get to the prone position. I have my abdomen completely free, and I can breathe as I'm moving, as I'm rucking. If you guys have ever rucked before, if you guys have ever worn a chest rig for a time, you know the chest rig has to be wrapped around you, and that's how it's affixed to you. So your abdomen kind of gets restricted a little bit, and the faster you're going, the more you're out of shape, or if you're in shape, the faster you're moving, it restricts a lot of your breathing. It restricts you going prone. So for that, you know, it's kind of like use case scenario, but overall, if I can rock a belt kit, if I can get away with running a split rig, I'm going to. Now, these are not preferred in any way, shape, or form with a rucksack. You know, your kind of sweet spot is either going to be one of these Camelback type systems, or an assault pack. So we are now selling these specific assault packs. This is a 3-day assault pack. It's not a 3-day pack. That's just the name of this. Its name is a 3-day assault pack. God forbid I try to go out in the mountains with just what I can fit in this pack for 3 days. That'd be an awful 3 days. You could do it, right? But it wouldn't be fun. For 3 days, I'd want a full ruck, I'd want a frame, but that's besides the point. That's just me spurking about this. I hate the naming. 3-day assault pack. No, it's not. Why are you lying to me? Anyway, these are $20. You can run an assault pack with a belt rig or an LBV, but depending on how you set up your LBV, it's kind of a belt rig. It's not, but it is, if that makes sense. But you can have an assault pack over the top with this rig, and it's comfortable. It works. You fix it down, it just kind of sits on top of your wool. If you wanted to, you could take the wool off of this and you could throw it in a backpack, and that's going to save you a little bit of space on your back. But you know, a lot of these things, it comes down to shooter's preference, if that makes sense. So another thing that I really do genuinely enjoy about this, and I kind of touched on this a little bit, is how easy this is to take on and take off, right? Of like, if I wanted to, I can just, and I'm out of it. Now with your traditional rucksack, with your traditional pack, with your traditional, you know, chest rig, you can't do that. You're buckling, you're clipping, you're trying to get out of it. I mean, it's just kind of a convenience thing. But anyway, so as you see this here, not including the canteens, not including the magazines, this is going to be $110. It's going to come with an ACU Whoopee, a 100% Swiss wool. You're going to get 2 canteen pouches. You're going to get 2 of the triple mag pouches, and then I believe it was 3 of the double mag pouches with the elastics. So you can either run the P mags, the hex mags, the pro mags, or the Duramags, or the stand mag profile. You have options. Now on these triple mag pouches, I will admit, they might be seen as less than ideal for a lot of people. Trying to get a P mag to actually clip into this it's a little bit of a pain. It's doable, you can. But you know, ideally, I usually like going for the friction fit just like this. A personal preference. With the friction fit as well, you can get AK mags in here, and you can double these up. Is it like desirable? Is it preferable? Is it like, you know, best case? Not really, but you can if you wanted to get more on here. Another thing you got to think about, you know, with this padding. Now I do like the width of the FLC, LBV, whatever you want to call it. I do like the width of this, kind of disperses the weight better. But the LBV-88, it does reign supreme. You have a lot more padding here in comparison to this. So, you know, once again, we're selling the LBV-88s. We're selling these, but this is the only one as of now that we have the pouches to actually, you know, sell everything at once. And then also with this bundle, you're going to be getting the water hydration carrier. You're gonna get an IFAC pouch, and then you're gonna get the double mag pouch. So I'm trying to do my best to mimic how I have this set up of an IFAC and then a magazine pouch. Once again, you know, these aren't necessarily comparable. They're really not. You know, and I'm just being completely honest with you. I'm being transparent with you guys. You know, I would rather have this. But the fact is that for this entire bundle right here, right, you are spending $110 on this bundle as, you know, with a whoopee and a wool and all this shit. And that whole bundle is still cheaper than just this bag. I'm not kidding. As much as I love this bag, as much as I love this loadout, right? M81, it's just getting more expensive. It's getting harder to find. It's getting older. It's getting outdated. And it's expensive. It is. Now, I still love this, right? But I'm trying to think of you poor boys. I'm trying to think of you guys that are trying to get into kit. Maybe you're a little bit late to the game. Maybe you don't have the funds, and I'm trying to think about you guys on this. So with this as well, we have other ACU pouches in stock. We have grenade pouches. We have more of these mag pouches. We have more of the triple mag pouches. We have more of the triple mag bandoliers, or sorry, 6 mag bandoliers. Those are what, $6, I want to say?
Dirt cheap.
Yeah, dirt cheap. We have other things that you guys can add on to this affordably, right? A lot of the Guccier gear, a lot of the multi-cam, and the M81, a lot of these pouches, a lot of these camouflages, you know, they're expensive because they're sought after. You know, that whole supply and demand thing. And what's really cool about ACU is that spray paint literally fucking exists. Dye literally exists. If you are so fucking poor that you can't afford that, and I'm not kidding here, I'm being completely honest. If you are so fucking poor that you can't afford this shit, would you look at that? It's more camouflage. Just get it fucking dirty, bro. If you are so fucking poor that you can't afford shit, you can mix oil and mud and you can dye this. I've seen it done. I've done it personally. If you are so poor that, you know, even $110 for this whole kit is hard for you to justify, you know, borrow paint, borrow dye, get oil and mud, figure it out, right? Yes, this camouflage sucks. Yes, it doesn't blend into shit. You can dye it, you can paint it.
You can literally take the bark off of that maple tree and the leaves, put them in a pot of water, boil them, it releases the tannins, and throw your gear in it, and they'll dye it brown.
Oh no, I'm losing all my sustainment alcohol.
Oop.
Oop. See, ideally, right, I'd have a larger bottle of alcohol so that way it's not falling out of my pouches. But, you know, all right. And this bundle is once again available on the website Time Now with all the pouches that you see with it, with a wool blanket and a whoopee for 110 bucks. I think I only have like 15 of them available, so I don't know why I'm putting this much effort into this one ad, honestly. But here we are. Sometimes I put more effort into things than I should. And, you know, I don't know, fuck you. But, yeah, appreciate you guys for stopping by. Appreciate you for watching. If you made it this far in the video, hit up the website, hit up the YouTube, hit up the Telegram, Twitter. I'm on Patreon even, so if you want to support, if you want to, you know, help out in other ways, we got a fucking castle to build, boys. So, ATS. Gotta love belt kit. And ad. That's a fucking video right there. I bet there's other things that I forgot. I felt authentic though. I felt good. Oh, we're still recording?
Why not?
Oh, okay, fair enough. No, I like that one. That felt good.
I also don't know where the off button is on the camera.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm trying to think of now if there's anything I forgot, anything I'd like to add in. Anything that, oh, you know what? Since we're still recording, you're still here. I think if I was to add in anything to this kit, you have all of this this molly equipment here. I would definitely add more pouches here. You want to think, you know, general purpose. You want to think of stuff that you'd like to grab, you know, readily.
Lickies and chewies.
Lickies and chewies. Not only that, I don't think I'd run 2 canteens. I mean, I don't run 2 canteens. I run 1 canteen. Well, I run 1 canteen and then another bottle that has a filter with it. The Life Straw water bottles. Highly recommend them. I think another thing that I would add to this, I'd probably, because I have it on, not that belt kit, my other belt kit. But I wove in a sustainment pouch underneath this, and I'm running that as a dump pouch. I'd probably add that in, because that's usually where I keep, like, my gloves, my beanie, Lickies and Chewies, and then one of my water bottles. And then as another general purpose pouch, I'm probably, if I'm running a belt kit like this, I'm probably going to have like my tarp inside of there, tarp or poncho. And then I'll usually have, like, I'm just being honest here, I'll usually have my speaker in there, because usually belt kit, it's like a one-day kind of thing, right? It's like the wool blanket and the whoopee. It's if I have to stay out overnight, it's not ideal. It's just if I have to, I have that with me. You know, like, I'll survive. And then also on my personal one as well, with the waist pack, I also keep my spare socks inside here as well. So I'll keep spare socks and then foot powder, dependent. And then I think I mentioned it, but my IFAK once again is on my carrier. I know that's not like readily accessible necessarily, but like, how hard is it to take off a camelback, right, and get at your IFAK? So that's all your medical supplies. Oh yeah, and then some people will run their night vision inside of one of the GP pouches. Usually, if I'm running nods with a belt kit, I'll keep it in this top pouch. I know that with the ACU, you don't have that availability, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little molly would be real nice right there.
Yeah, no, molly up here, so you could affix more stuff would be nice, but, you know, ideally, if you don't have like a mini backpack like this, I would probably opt to running a smaller backpack with this if you're trying to go like any type of sustainment at all. I'm probably gonna run a backpack and assault pack. I think we have 4 different assault packs in stock right now. And if I was planning on staying overnight anywhere and I was rocking a belt kit, you know, I'm probably going to put more of my sustainment stuff in a backpack, and then, you know, have that type of stuff in here, and then, you know, maybe take off the wool to, you know, get some space so the backpack can sit a little bit lower depending on how much shit you're running. And you can put the wool inside here. And I don't know if I mentioned it, the backpacks right now are only $20 on the website. I saw them I didn't think I told you, Beaver. I saw these for as much as $80.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I would not pay $80. That is outrageous. Another thing with the assault pack as well is that you can put sustainment pouches on both sides. You could affix, you know, like a whoopee or a coat or something like that to the side of this. You could have your wool here. It's really nice having the spare straps. But once again, with these assault packs and with any assault pack, you want to think about, you don't want an assault pack to be too large. You don't want to have too much space, because what you're going to wind up doing is you're going to wind up putting way too much crap in here. I do not recommend an assault pack having more than like 25, 30 pounds. I mean, if you can keep it around like 20 pounds, that's ideal. So you got to think about, if you're running a belt kit with an assault pack, that's a lot of weight, man. It's a lot of weight on your shoulders. It's gonna be a lot of weight on your hips. You don't have a frame with this, and that's gonna suck. Like that's one reason that I like the South African battle jacket so much, is because the pouches on the back of it, they almost, if you stuff those pouches full with like a whoopee or something else, it's so compact throughout the your entire spine that it almost feels like you're rocking a frame. You're not, but it kind of feels like that, and it's more comfortable for long distance. Belt kit, it's really not it for like long distance, long duration, multiple days. This is a summer kit, ideally for like sub 24 hours. But that's what I've found. That's my experience. If anyone has more experience and would like to add into that, you know, by all means. And if there's anything that I have said that you would like to expand further on, if there is anything that you disagree with that I have said, if you have more experience than with me, or if you're just some spurg and you just want to tell me that I'm a fucking idiot, you know, by all means, you know, throw that in the comment section. This video went way longer than I was expecting it to. What time are we at?
23 minutes.
23 minutes? That's actually, you know, that's like right what Ian estimated. 144. All right, yeah, that's probably ideal. Well, what's nice is that I don't have to do too much editing. This is take number 3, by the way. I don't have to do too much editing because, like, now on this take, everything's here and you guys can just kind of see it and understand it. So I don't think I have too much that I'll have to do in the way of editing. I can probably just upload this straight to Twitter and YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm just fucking rambling at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I have to say. Once again, these bundles are available now. And yeah, appreciate you guys. That's all I've got to say. That's it. No, nothing else. That's it.